award.
MVP.
MVP award.
Well, come on, Nick. Give us your picks. And I know you got to start with the Bengals and the Ravens.
Why do I got to do that?
By the way, that's the favorite.
By the way, just for the record, people, I went 3-1 last week, and I should have been 4-0. You know why? Because you know what team lost and blew it? The Carolina Panthers. Are you kidding me? You got blown out by the Giants. They even benched Sam Darnold. So, sorry, boys and girls. I tried to give you a 4-0 week. We went 3-1 because Carolina couldn't win. So, we're sitting here now after 28 games. We are 15-13. So, at least we're above 500. Again, I tried to get you a perfect week. I apologize. So, let's go with this week's games. A lot of divisional games this week. A lot of stuff that's going to be decided. And some of them I'm going to stay away from because I'm like, a little too close for my, But I got a couple here, and a couple of these might surprise you because you know me, I like to surprise people, and I like to think that it's gonna. Okay, this first one especially. Okay, Philadelphia and Detroit. Now we all know Detroit has not won a game this year, but we also know that Detroit has been in a lot of the games that they have lost. It's just getting over the hump, right? What better way to get over the hump this week than to play the Philadelphia Eagles, who just look horrible? They just looked horrible against Vegas. Yeah, they scored 22 points, but they just don't look like a team that's together. They just don't. The Eagles are just struggling. And now the Eagles are the favorite, and they're giving 3 points to the Lions. So Nick Rosario is going to go out on a limb this week and say Detroit gets their first victory by beating the Eagles. And so I'm going to take Detroit plus the 3 points in my first game this week, okay? So we'll just get off of that. That's Detroit, Philadelphia. But I'm going to take Detroit into 3 points, okay, kids? The next game, Tennessee and Indianapolis, as we were talking about, very important division matchup. The Colts have decided they want to play this year, and they're on the comeback trail with Carson Wentz, right? But Tennessee, in the same token, my friends, they're on a roll, baby. They're riding Derrick Henry. They're riding Tannehill. They're doing everything they can to win. The Colts, right now, as of Tuesday, are a favorite. They're minus 1.5 points.
Wow.
Well, again, as with last week, Tennessee was the underdog. And look at what happened to the Chiefs on Sunday. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm telling you. Do not mess with the Henry Express. The guy is on fire. Tannehill is managing the games well. He's trying to get it to his receivers. Whenever they're there, it's 1 week it's Julio Jones, 1 week it's A.J. Brown. Who knows what's going on? Who knows what could happen this week? There can still be something this week where these guys don't practice. Who knows? But the fact is they're winning, and you can't deny that. Tennessee's on a roll. So I'm going to go ahead and take Tennessee. That's getting the 1.5 against Indianapolis in a very good divisional matchup. Okay, next game. So that's 2. Got 2 so far, kids. Next game is Cincinnati and the Jets. Now, yes, for a moment here, I'm going to pick on the lonely Jets because, oh my goodness, these poor guys just can't get. They gave up 54 to the Patriots last week?
Yeah.
That's ugly is not the word. Plus, you lost your quarterback. Zach Wilson's out for 2 to 4 weeks. So now you go and sign Joey Flacco to come in here. And let me tell you something. Let me just say this. That Cincinnati defense is probably going to make Flacco retire after this game because I want to see that guy running around trying to get away from these guys. So I don't know. I'm taking Cincinnati. It's a big line for Cincinnati because they're the favorite, obviously, but they're giving 8.5 points. But something tells me that after blowing out Baltimore by 24, beating New York by 8.5, 9 points is not that big of a stretch. So I'm going to go ahead and take Cincinnati minus the 8.5 points against the hapless New York Jets. Okay, and for the final game, my lovelies, on this final week 8 of the NFL season, We have New England and Los Angeles Chargers. The Patriots are going to Los Angeles, and the Chargers, of course, are favored by 5.5 points. Now, I understand that they just scored 54 points against the Jets, but that doesn't mean that the Patriots are going to do that 2 weeks in a row, especially against the Chargers. Again, Chargers, as much as their defense is good, Bosa and the boys, they do give up points. So you wonder if Matt Jones gets a little bit of a roll on with Harris and with you just never know. But again, I'm confident in the Chargers. They're in a good place. They're rolling. I'm going to go take them minus the 5.5. They're favored. So I'm going to take LA minus 5.5 to beat New England on Sunday there. So those are my picks for this week. Again, we went 3-1 last week, children. Almost had that perfect week, but Carolina couldn't help us out. So we are 15-13. So at least we're above 500. So let's see what this week brings us. We're going to shoot for another 4-0 and see where we are next week. Those are my picks. As it says on the thing, they belong to Nick. So if you disagree, that's fine because they're mine. So take that, son. No, I'm kidding.
Hell yeah.
But there we go. So those are the picks for this week. Hope you guys are doing well in your own. Like, I hope you guys are figuring this all out. For those of you who like to, go to the betting side of football, I hope you're doing well this year. And I hope it's, again. But if you want to listen to me, you probably go about 500. So we're having fun.
There we go. There we go. Thank you,
Nick.
Thank
you very much.
A little late to the party, but here nonetheless. Hello, guys. Hi, Wendy.
Oh, yes, hi, Wendy.
You are 6-1. You beat my team.
Go. Right, here's where Wendy comes in and tells us all about how great
this
Green
is double
Bay
duty,
is.
Wendy. I already got it on Let's Talk Football. I don't need it here, too. My team lost again. Yes, Wendy, we're 2-5. You are welcome.
And now you have to play Arizona when you've lost
you're about to go 6-2.
You lost two key players. Should be a good game. It should be a good game, though.
What are you going to do without Devontae Adams and Alan Lazard?
That's what should be the game of the week, hopefully.
What are you going to do there on Thursday night, Wendy?
Should be fun. Could be a future playoff game, to be honest.
Oh, that could be the AFC Championship. I mean, NFC Championship game. Who knows? But then, anyways, Rodgers would lose that, so it wouldn't matter. He's only 1-4 in those games.
I don't want to be here if Rodgers wins it. Okay?
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey,
we won't do a
you'll
show
be the one
day.
without the camera.
No, I'll come on, but I doubt it.
I'll still come on.
No, Wendy, rubbing it. You know what, Wendy? I hope your team doesn't lose, because we will let you have it if they do. All right. Wish you would have been here on the first week.
And that's why I don't give Wendy a hard time, because I understand, Wendy. Your team is doing well. But see, they've been
playing mediocre teams.
I'm a patient man. I'm in it for the long haul. See, I'm going to let you have all the glory for the regular season and be all happy about you're going to win the NFC North and you guys are going to be great and you may even get a bye into the playoffs, right? But then on that glorious Sunday when the NFC Championship game is played and Aaron Rodgers blows it again, that's where I will have my celebration, and that's where I will have my fireworks. And I will have it's going to be great, Wendy. You're going to love it.
I hope for your sake and for your health, it happens that way.
I don't know, man. I know you don't like to hear it, but Dak and Dallas are having a hell of a season, Wendy. I don't know, man.
My goodness. She's going all the way to
the Super Bowl, Wendy says. There it is.
I don't know.
Wendy, we got to let you – we got to move on.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. All I'm saying is it's gonna be very competitive, and you have to admit that if you're a football fan, Wendy, because you gotta get past Arizona. You got to get past Dallas, who's having one of the best seasons ever in a long time, and Dak Prescott is balling out. No. And you got to get past, the GOAT. Whether you know.
But, I know. Hey, look. Just saying. That's like you guys said. This is still too early. Let's not gauge till week 10 because some of these teams that only have one loss could be going with like 4 or 5 losses by that point.